I'm refinishing this bathtub with the Bathworks Premium Kit with non-slip protection. I'm also going to use their Easy Etch etching compound for better bonding on this porcelain tub. Have good ventilation during this project. Remove the overflow cover and clean the tub well with Ajax or Comet using a sponge or scrubbing pad. Then rinse the tub. Use a single-edge razor blade and remove any soap residue and remove the caulk on the tub. Use the etching cleaner and scrub the surface with a sponge or scrubbing pad. Wear disposable gloves and eye protection. Rinse the surfaces, and while the tub is still wet, use the 120 grit sandpaper to sand the surfaces. Then rinse off the surface. Mix the Easy Etch well, have good ventilation, wear gloves and eye protection. I'm wearing a paint respirator. Use a sponge or scrubbing pad to spread the Easy Etch over the entire surface and allow it to rest on the surface for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, use a sponge or scrubbing pad to rinse thoroughly with water. Wipe off the tub with paper towels or a cloth, then use a hair dryer or wet dry vacuum to thoroughly dry all the surfaces. Any moisture can cause the finish not to bond. When all the surfaces are dry, cover the tub spout and shower head with a plastic bag so water can't drip onto the tub. Use painter's tape to protect the surrounding surfaces. Tape off the drain pipe. Use the tack cloth and wipe down all the surfaces. Pour the primer onto a paper towel and wipe the surfaces so they're all covered. Allow the primer to dry for 5 minutes. Have good ventilation, wear disposable gloves and eye protection when working with the primer and paint. A paint respirator will help reduce breathing in fumes. Empty the paint and hardener into the mixing container. I had to use a needle nose pliers to pull out the plastic insert. Mix thoroughly with a stirring stick for 3 minutes. Don't stir it too fast or too hard, it can cause bubbles in the paint. Allow the paint to rest for 5 minutes. You have 2 to 3 hours at 70 degrees Fahrenheit before the paint becomes unstable. Fill the container that holds the non-slip additive 3/4 full with paint and mix it well. Pour the mixture into the center of the bottom of the tub and roll it out in an oval or rectangle. Use the 2-inch sponge roller. Allow it to set for at least 10 minutes. Pour some paint into the paint tray and use the 3-inch foam brush to paint around all the edges and any area the 4-inch roller won't fit. Dab the paint onto the surface so it blends with the roller finish. Use the 4-inch roller to paint the inside walls of the tub first. Next, roll the bottom of the tub and up the sides. Roll the top of the tub. Then roll the front of the tub. Have a wet roller, but don't over-apply the paint. It can cause runs or sagging. Apply a second coat right away, following the same pattern. Be careful not to lean on the wet paint. Allow the second coat to set for 45 minutes, then remove the painter's tape. Allow the paint to dry for at least 24 hours before applying caulk and using the tub.